This is gonna be another messy, stupid video, and all my videos are messy, stupid videos. It's kind of part of the point that I wanted to make. So, hbomberguy, cool dude. That's my opinion of him. Made a video about plagiarism and YouTube. Made me think about my position on that stuff. I don't really want to regurgitate everything that he said because he wrote everything and did it much better. So go watch that video. I'll try to put my own yoink and twist on it. I'm scared of making my own content. There you go. And it's people like H Bomber Guy that scare me, I guess. And it made me think, what am I doing? What am I doing right now? I'm playing Animal Crossing while I am doing this. This is a very bad idea. Eunice, my girl goat, just gave me a free jester cap. Hell yeah. Sorry, I was a bit distracted. So, it made me realize that YouTube is... all it does is steal content. Like, there's primary... Let me make a ladder here. There's primary content, which is from big conglomerate companies who actually have the money and resources to make high quality with good production. There's voice actors. They all have talent, and the scripts are good, and everyone likes them. That's why everyone's a fan, and they make money. But then there's YouTube, which I'm not gonna say all of it is about other content, because there's obviously just people talking to the camera and talk about their own lives or whatever, but sometimes they also talk about shows or movies they watched. I'm kind of limiting the definition here, but I'm pretty sure you get my point. So, reviews, analysis, reactions, stuff like that, let's plays, they're all secondary content that's based off the primary thing. By the way, I'm 100% sure I'm not some revolutionary, visionary ideas here. I think it just kind of clicks, it just makes sense, and everyone should already have a decent understanding of this. And then I'm gonna add a new layer, to the I don't know, Umineko world line, whatever. There's tertiary content above that, which is, if primary content exists by itself, maybe it copies off of life and the themes and ideas, which are vague enough to exist as their own. And secondary content is content that is about primary content. And tertiary content, that is content that's about content creators. What I'm talking about is YouTube drama, basically. I guess it doesn't have to be about secondary content. People don't make videos about other people's reviews or analysis. Sometimes they do, and that's kind of meta. But whatever, I'm introducing the concept here. And I'm not saying that this entire ladder is it's corrupt and it's bad. It's just, I guess it's just kind of how the world is. As H-Bomber Guy says himself, one reason why people plagiarize is because they don't find themselves. And I think the way that I'm going to describe it just makes so much less sense than the way he does. But yeah, that's why we make content about other people's content. We talk about things we watched and experienced but we don't like make our own experiences because we're not confident in them or we have nothing to share. So we kind of just leech off of other people's ideas. And again, that's totally fine. That's why we have a lot of rules in place that prevent actual stealing, but we still want to find the middle ground between like stealing an original content and that's like fair use, basically. Like you add your own point and it's transformative. And there's been a bit of that recently on YouTube. Jack's Film just had his entire big drama with Sniper Wolf. And before it was about doxing, it was about freebooting, and that's stealing content. There's a lot of reactionary people, reactors. God, I'm bad at words. And copyright issues. That's also a big thing. The other thing that I wanted to talk about, and after this, my point will have been made, and I just want to get back to my Animal Crossing. Is am I stealing content? I mean, what I do is make video essays on visual novels, but I also do a heavy amount of recapping, and I talked to this with my peers before. They said the way to kind of overcome it is, I guess, just put in enough of yourself into the video to make it transformative. I thought recapping stuff was okay, and not on like an ideological sense, but like everyone on YouTube is fine with it. There's so many people who straight up upload clips of shows, and that's obviously copyright. But then there's people who either put the show into their own words, but that's fine, I guess, instead of making a different transformative point about the show that goes beyond what the original was going for. And I can't necessarily be confident that I am doing that. Because what I would categorize what I am doing is analysis. Some analysis is trying to make other people understand what the point of the show was. And that's really a business that's created out of the people who don't understand the original show, whether it be because they're inexperienced in, I don't know, media analysis, or they don't, I don't know, maybe they just don't have the time to be thinking about that stuff, but I do, and I take it seriously. So I can dig much deeper, or I don't know, my brain is just wired to being smarter, lol, and understanding these things that other people don't. And is that really plagiarism? I mean, I guess I'm creating value out of it, but I feel like in an ideal world where everyone just are on the same level. You know, we're in the human instrumentality project, and we don't have these tiny little barriers between the AT fields between us. We can just communicate like that, and everyone gets it, and analysis isn't needed. But luckily, we live in a world where we do, and I watch tons of stuff, and I talk about it, and and some people make a living off of it. I don't yet, but, you know, soon. I swear. God damn, the shop today in Animal Crossing just, it ain't up to snuff. There's some cool Victorian dresses. Okay, sorry. And I mean, all that analysis stuff is already on top of the recap, which is obviously stealing content, basically. Like, sure, I write the words myself, and you wouldn't be able to find it from a Google search if I wrote it. But is that really enough to say that I wasn't stealing the original creator's ideas? I guess, again, in an ideal world, I'd want everyone to have read the visual novels that I have, and then we can go straight into the analysis. But with visual novels, just, it's nice for everyone to be on the same page. They're very niche. I shouldn't expect everyone to have read the stuff that I read. Or, I don't know, maybe there's already just a reason to recap it because you do it in your own words, and that kind of objectifies things in a sense, instead of having it be seen through subtext from the show. Yeah, okay. Honestly, maybe I'm getting a bit too deep and pretentious into this. I mean, these are just like the thoughts that I have about YouTube and stealing content in general that was sparked from the hbomberguy video. And I just want them out there. You know, you could put your own thoughts of that video into the comments or whatever you thought about what I said. I gotta say though, it really was heartbreaking. Like, I didn't expect when he said, I might actually ruin your favorite content creator for you at the beginning. And then he mentioned internet historian, and I'm like, oh God, no, I can't, no, he can't have. At that point, I was like, if internet historian did a plagiarism, then I'm fine with plagiarism, actually. No, the original article's writer deserves all the credit. And honestly, I think the Man NK video should be taken down until there is a deal struck between the original creator and internet historian and his team, I suppose. It sucks, but hopefully he'll learn from it and never do it again. I don't know, whatever, I'm done. I'm gonna go play some Animal Crossing, consume everything, and goodbye.